Well, we're gonna get the drum mower out here and we're gonna cut hay. This really isn't ready yet. As far as the rest of this grass, it really needs to get some more height in it. But the reason why we're gonna cut it is this is Johnson grass and it's going to seed. I should have actually already cut it before that even happened. But I'm trying to get rid of the Johnson grass. This is the first year in 3 years we've dealt with Johnson grass. About 4 years ago, we spent an entire year after the first cut. This stuff comes up, and we spent the rest of the year with a bush hogging it like every 2 weeks to keep it from going seed. And this is the first year in 3 years since we've done that we've had Johnson grass in this field. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it for hay before any more of it seeds out or gets any further. Try to slow it down, try to get rid of it. But we'll go over here and get the drum mower set up. So all I do to get the cut height set up on the drum mower is I just put it down on the ground, get all the slack and stuff out of it, and then I'll come over here and see where this pin's at. And this is a 3/4 inch pin with a 1 inch pinhole. The tractor's 1 inch, so gotta do it. And I'll just take this thing, because it should be sitting level on the drums right now. If you roll it forward or back too far, it'll eat the blades into the dirt. Then I just take it like that and I'll push back on it. Actually, I've got too small of a pin. That is a 1 inch pinhole. I don't know what I'm thinking there. But then I'll run this up. Try to get it tight because this pin's too small. I don't know what I've done here, but because this pin's too small, it'll when you take off, it'll push against that, and I make sure that once you get going, it has nowhere to push. So we'll get her spun up and get rolling here. Just put new blades on it, so it should cut real nice. Get up, take a look at it. I think I've got it leaning back real high. It seems to be leaning back. I'm going to adjust it forward a little bit. I think I've done too much there. Probably shouldn't get in here while it's still running, but I did, so. Still learning with this thing. This is only like the, watch your toes, third time I've cut with this thing, so I really should have shut that off. That's a good way to get loose some toes, but I didn't. So call me Captain Satan. See how she cuts now. See, this is way too short, really. I shouldn't even be cutting this, but it is what it is. You can see it makes a real nice, clean cut. And Well, I'll get going here and we'll get back with you. This is about 15 acres, and we'll see how long it takes me to cut. There is some gopher holes and stuff down there that'll break your freaking neck. You gotta try to watch out for it. So, kind of got to go slow down there against the creek. But anyway, we'll get going here and I'll get back with you. There we are, about an hour later. Chop through your hay, you cut on your ends, and I don't really care for that. But it doesn't really like being picked up, so here's what it is. I probably should have waited a lot more of this jockey grass to seed already than what I thought it was. Although you can see the seed heads out there. But, oh well. Maybe we'll make the next cut cleaner. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm gonna have to change my tactics up here a little bit. There's a really deep wash cut through the field, and you can kind of see it if you follow my finger there. And this is actually the first time I've tried to cut through this with this mower. The sickle bind would float and cut right through it, but this mower is not having it. It don't like it, and it's missing a lot of grass, and it's binding the teeth up on it and all that. So I'm gonna have to drive through the hay and cut through it and cut this wash out, and then go back and finish cutting the rest of it. Kind of sucks, but oh well. So here we go. Tell you what. It's not big in the wash. break up enough to get chopped the top of the head. And if you try to use a hydraulic cylinder. Well, that does it for today. I didn't get it all done, but I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and I work 10-hour days, so I can only cut what I can bale when I get home. But look at this. I cut for about 2.5 hours, and this clover is already so dry that it's crunching. And it's really not even that hot today. I am absolutely amazed at that. And but this is why I'm gonna go get the tedder, and I ted after I cut. And the reason why is, and as dry as this clover is, I'm already gonna lose a lot of leaf. And when you ted clover, most of the leaves fall off, and clover's really hard to save. But if I get it tedded right now, I'll be able to save a lot of it. So that's where I'm headed to get the tedder. I got the tedder on now, tedding. Thick enough or tall enough for the tedder to grab it very well, so it's kind of struggling a little bit. If I don't ted it, everything underneath it won't dry for days. That drum mower, you're thinking about buying one. If you don't have a tedder, you better buy a tedder first before you go buying one. Otherwise the hay will never dry. Learned that on the last field I cut. It took 5 days. I'm gonna get this tedded up, done. The wife's yelling at me for supper, so I gotta get done here. Well, I'd say that's a wrap for today. The wife is, like I said, trying to get me to go home to eat, so I better get my ungrateful butt up there and get something. This tedder here, I just bought this tedder. Paid $2,300 for it. It's used. And the other tedder we was using was a 100-year-old ancient New Holland tedder. And this tedder is a lot smoother than that old New Holland tedder was. Seems to throw it out a lot better and doesn't seem to beat it as bad, but I could still see clover leaf getting thrown off of the stems, but this one didn't do too bad a job. There's still a lot of, see, it's beat up a little bit, but there's still, that one's got all of its leaves. For the most part, I'm pretty impressed on how well, how gentle it was on the clover. That old New Holland tedder, which is just exactly like that one, sitting in the weeds over there, busted a pod off of it. It's so wore out. There wouldn't be any leaves left on that. So, very happy with that. Well, anyway, guys, that'll do it for this one. We'll see you on the next one.